Hi, how you doing? Something I wanted to comment on is the role of the right arm in the downswing and the right elbow unbending. Something I've been thinking about for a few years, and recently, actually yesterday, I saw a video of Monty talking about something similar, and it reminded me of that and made me want to talk about it. Monty made a comment about that Ben Hogan was a knuckle dragger in his video, and that he had really long arms for how short he was. And I don't know if you can see, but I'm 6'1", and I have relatively short arms. I've actually measured my wingspan at about 5'10", 5'11". So one thing I noticed, I spent a few years hanging out with Mac O'Grady a lot, and we'd be on video next to each other, and our back angle would be the same angle at setup. But his hands, his clip shaft would always be at a relatively low angle, and mine with the same back angle would be so much more vertical because he was very similar. He had relatively long arms. And something I've been trying to get at for a long time is staying in my posture and keeping that right elbow bent and turning through impact like you see Ben Hogan do. When I saw Monty's video, it really clicked with me, and it played into what I've been thinking about, and it made me think about, well, what do I need to do differently to accommodate the same result as Ben Hogan without the same body proportions. So, and this is something I thought about before, that the unbending of the right elbow is not only for speed, structure, but also to get you back to the desired place on the plane. Because if I keep my right elbow too bent, I'm gonna be way up here at release point, and I'm gonna have to do something like this. And you see some players do that, like David Toms. See David Toms come down, he has a relatively bent right elbow, kind of upright posture, and he kind of uncocks to get down to the ball. Where Ben Hogan, as you said, he's way down here, he can just rotate through. So something I've been thinking about is, for my own game, is unbending the right elbow until I get down to basically my setup hand location. Because then from there, with my same posture, I can just rotate through. So for someone with shorter arms like me, I'm going to have a lot less bend from release point through impact. But my goal is not to be straightening through the ball, because when you straighten through the ball, almost everybody, when you straighten your hand, it turns internally. And so same thing, straightening the wrist, you're going to be kind of flipping the club face more than just the rotation of the left arm. There's a rotation of the left arm, but if I add the flipping of that rotation of the right wrist, you get some club face closure, and I believe that's why you get some really bad hooks sometimes if you're coming out of your posture and straightening your right arm through impact. So try that. Practice coming down the plane with your arms and straightening the right arm until you get to where your hand location was at address. And you can rotate through. Curious what your thoughts are on that.